August 18th, 2013. Guys, this image was the last one that we got from Hubble, and it was on the video a few weeks ago. And they did an overlay of 3 images to get this coloration that you see in here. They used blue, red, and I think the black and white filter, took the shots and overlaid them, and we came out and they said it was a smooth image. And the video that I did where we were watching the meeting, if you remember, of the different astronomers and scientists at the IC meeting, the Comet Ison meeting, and one of the guys at the end said that the jets were irregular. They were not, they were at a distinct angle from the sun. Well, and again, I was complaining that if they were getting shots every 15 minutes of Hubble, from Hubble, why aren't we getting more? Well, what I wanted to do was find the images that they used to make this composite. Now, when they overlaid this, they smoothed a lot of edges out. Was that the purpose? To make it look like one object, guys? Is that what they're doing? I want to dig a little deeper here. Now, those images were in July. Let's go back to April, and everybody remembers this big blue image here. And they say that the contrast image, computer processed, was produced from photos of Comet Ison taken by NASA Hubble Space Telescope when the comet was 386 million miles from the sun. Notice how smooth it looks. They pixelated it in very well so you don't see what's under here. Bear with me here. Now, before I break that picture down, I want to go to the last image on my last video, and this was from Bruce Gary in Arizona from his 2 telescopes in the backyard. This was his 11-inch Meade. Now, let's pull it up closer than we have before, and I increased the resolution to try to knock out some pixelation. Now, you can't tell much about that. There's no way to argue if there's one object, 2 objects. It's just too pixelated as I bring this back down. Even in different color changes, you cannot tell. It almost appears there's 2 objects, right? Well, anybody could say that. Hold on. Now, I found the 3 images that they used to make this picture, and now I think I know why. I'm going to pull this over. This is the black and white one. This is from the red filter and the green filter here. I'm going to pull this black and white up, guys. Just hang in there a minute. See what we got. Now, without the overlay and what they've added in, you can see what's inside this comet, or inside this coma haze here. You have 3 objects. And this is not an object behind these 2. You see how this cloud is irregular. This will not be happening. I want to show you the other 2 images that they used to make that come. Let's take a look at this red filter. You can see 2 objects in the red filter there. Let's look at the green. Now, in the green one, let's pull that up. Now, I'm going to show you a tool on some of these images that's available if you know where to find it, and I will put a link to it. Now, this is what's called the Hubble Web Viewer, and I'm going to put it up after I load the video. You can't put links in the description until after the video is loaded, so sometimes it takes about 10 minutes to get that information under it. But this is called the Ison Web Viewer, or Web Image Viewer, and you notice the numbers here. As you move your cursor around, it gives you where you're at. You see that? Now, it also has what's called invert, darker, and lighter. You notice how they've got it real bright. Now, this is the released image here, and at this sun, this star appears to be having a solar flare or coronal mass ejection out the side. But let's try to get it let's just darken this thing a couple times. And again, I'm going to link this. You notice that it's starting to clear up. It was overexposed, the one that was released. Here's Ison. Here's your coronal mass ejection. That's what's inside that coma. Now, that looks like a comet. This I don't know, but again, it's part of this cloud. We'll pull it up. You can also zoom, and it will zoom very big. One more time. Now let's go to light, and let's blur it out the way that it was when you go to the page. As we lighten it up, it's just increasing your exposure time, basically. Watch what happens to it. You still see that oblong shape inside that coma? There's about the way we get it. Now we're going to go back dark. Right there. Now remember that one scientist said some of the jets are not pointed right. Is that what we're looking at here, guys? Something's just not right. I would say this was some kind of marker or something if it was not for this cloud. Pull it up. Let's look at it close. This is the real image of what's inside that cloud. I'm going to go darker. You tell me. I don't know. Heads up.